So the legitimacy of the Uthmanic text is not connected to Uthman's own personal ethics or piety, but reflects a conviction that it was the widely disseminated reading, mutawatir maybe, and therefore reflects the Prophet, therefore is divine revelation and is liturgically appropriate.
Well, it's the chicken and the egg.
Okay.
Meaning that, okay, Uthman formed a committee. The members of the committee are questionable, historical, okay? Most of them, they were not contemporaries with the Prophet. They were young. They didn't even witness the revelation themselves. They were all 9, 10, 11 years old when they died, when the Prophet died. So they were young. And the senior companions of the Prophet, they were still alive and they were not part of that committee. So that's one question mark, okay? So the second point is, okay, well, Uthman formed the committee and they collected the Quran, and the companions, they did not object. There's a silent ijma, okay? So we don't have from the text a statement from the companions that they approved of it.
Yeah, ijma
there's a silent
consensus. Yeah,
consensus. So there's a silent consensus that everyone, like Uthman probably showed the copies to all the companions. They didn't object, except for Ibn Masud, who verbally objected to the collection. And if you want, indirect objections by Ali bin Abi Thalib and by Ubay, because they still have their own codices, which disagreed with Uthman's codex. So the point of the egg and chicken is that what Uthman collected, is it the mutawatir divine text revealed to the Prophet and he compiled it? We know that it is. This is the version that was revealed to the Prophet and the companions agreed on it, or he collected something and then there was a consensus later on it, right? Whether it is the revealed text or not, because either case, what matters at the end is consensus in Islamic law. The only thing that people think that the Quran is the most authoritative principle of law or source of law. I mean, it is nominally, but actually the most powerful source of law is consensus. I mean, consensus can even abrogate the Quran itself, and it did. So many of the companions' codices, they are considered to be abrogated. So they were Quran at a certain point, and that's the statement by most early Muslim theologians, that they were Quran at a certain point. The Prophet recited them, the companions recited them, but they were abrogated by Uthman's collection. Okay, so consensus is the most important element here.